Hey everybody, Forgotten Coins here, and today I'm going to show you my current 4 favorite Morgan dollars in my collection. Some of them I had purchased already graded, and some of the others I had purchased raw and sent in for grading, and we'll kind of touch base on that a little bit later in this video. But they all have a similar type of toning. It's one of my favorites of tape or tab toned coins. And we'll kick it off with this 1880s MS63 CAC Morgan dollar. And that's simply because I have already shown this on my channel before. This was in the US typeset with the tab or tape toning that I'm working on. And again, for those of you who haven't seen it, I'd encourage, you checking it out. It's got some, some nice other coins in there. And this one's, again, exceptional. It's a really stark contrast between, the toning line and, the semi-proof like fields, the bowl luster. Yeah, it has a lot of hits, but that kind of dark, almost terminal toning kind of hides that a little bit. And like most ADSs, they're just of exceptional quality. And this one, no matter even if you're in a dark room, you can still see the luster. It's kind of crazy. And it's kind of hard to capture in the light. But that toning is really kind of anywhere from, ambers and yellows to light blues and cobalts, greens even too. And so that's why I really like that coin. Next up is an 1889 Mid-State 63. And it's got a bit of this, a little more dull of a luster in comparison to the 1880s we just looked at. But I really enjoy the, how clean this cheek looks. But the problem is that it just, is held back from the limited luster. And the other part of my favorite about this coin, and same with the next one coming up, is all these serrations that we can see from the tape and these jagged lines. Actually really, it never gets old to look at. And you just kind of got some fiery orange and reds, blues, and even purples, which is kind of crazy, on the, behind Liberty's cap. But again, this is a really nice coin. It's got some more hits on the back. I think that's what held it back from State 63. It's kind of up there, and in God we trust. But what's cool about the 1889, it's actually got a bunch of die breaks and clash dies as well. You can see that right by the eagle's wing and the wreath. So overall, really nice coin. Again, one of the more interesting ones to look at. I think it should be a 64, but I'd understand it with the, how dull the luster is in front of or on the cheek. We'll actually look at how clean this line is on this 1880s. It's kind of crazy. Really nice coin. Really nice color. Honestly, it probably should have been a 62, even a 61 with that amount of hits. But that's just on a technical aspect. But with grading companies always change the grade based off of how nice the coin looks. And so next up, we'll look at this 1882S. NGC graded it Mid-State 65, and it's a really nice comparison to or I guess in collaboration with this 1889 and Mint-State 63, just simply due to all these. With the 1889, we have all these striations from the tape, and same with the 1882, all these striations. And obviously the 1882 is a much nicer coin. Again, similar toning, similar coloration, but just more luster, cleaner fields, and just exceptional eye appeal. So let's take a look closer at this coin. Great open fields in front of the face. Only a couple marginal hits. And some fantastic coloration all through her hair. And there's a bit of those striations. Right by Liberty in the front of her hair. Great color by Unum in the back of her cap. And there's some more of those striations from the tape. And reverse is really clean as well. And last but not least, it's my all-time favorite coin, and one that I've never seen anything like it. It's an 1878S Mint-State 62 CAC. When I bought this coin, it was raw. Semi-proof like obverse. Nothing special there, but the reverse is really where it's at. That's why I had it holdered this way. It's not a large piece of tape. It's not anything like that. It's actually a stamp, which is just bizarre. And when I bought it, you can see these darker sections on the eagle. Right, so those darker sections by the leg, lower belly, the upper chest, bit on the tips of the wings. That was all still residue from the stamp. And I had to get that off with, pretty good soak in acetone. But this coin is really, one of the highlights of my collection. I think it's fantastic. I've never seen anything like it. And I'm just really proud to have, been able to get it in at a fairly decent price as well. Great color. Really nice contrast. And even when I sent it in, acetone removes any organic material. I was for sure, well, not for sure, but really worried that this thing was going to get artificially toned. Even though you could kind of, tell where, what the toning was from, it still almost seems like it would have been hit at least the first time, but no, this thing straight graded out the first time I sent it in, which I was ecstatic about. And even CAC agreed that it's a really nice coin. But yeah, overall, those are the 4 favorites that I have in my collection as far as toned Morgan dollars. Let me know what you think in the comments. What your favorite coin out of the bunch was. Like I said, my favorite is this 1878S stamp toned Mint-State 62 CAC Morgan dollar. And with that, I will gonna head off here. Let me know what you think down in the comments again. And kind of any ideas what you have for what you're looking for as far as future videos. If anyone has any suggestions, I'm all ears, and got plenty of material that I'm thinking about releasing, but just want to hear from all of you about if you have any preference on kind of what you want to see. That's it for me, and have a great day, everybody.